Today we're going to talk about rehabilitating an ankle injury. Typical ankle injury is an inversion sprain where the ankle rolls inward and we sprain the ligaments on the outside edge of the ankle. We can also have an eversion sprain where the ankle rolls outwards and we sprain the ligaments on the inside. There's other possibilities like the front of the ankle, but those are much less common. The first thing we want to try and focus on is regaining mobility. Then we're going to try and regain the strength, and then we're going to work on regaining the proprioception or the motion control of the ankle to help reduce the risk of re-injury. Looking to regain range of motion, what we want to try and do is gently stretch the ankle through the motion. We need to take it to the limits of the motion so we're getting the full range of motion and gradually stretching it. So if you've strained the outside edge of the ankle, we can gently roll the ankle in that direction just so we're feeling some tension there, but not painful. Same thing going the other direction, and we're going to feel tension on the inside of the ankle. We can pull down as well, or we can go up. So we're going to go in all different directions the ankle can move and try and engage that motion. Take it to the point where it's comfortable but stretching, hold it for 10 or 15 seconds, and then relax. Repeat and do that 3 or 4 times in a row, and you can do that several times a day, trying to regain the mobility in the ankle. The first stage of strengthening the ankle is going to be doing an isometric exercise. Isometric just means there's no movement, but there's force. So in that case, I can hold and push my foot into my hand. There's no movement involved, which means there's very low risk of injury, but I'm strengthening the muscles around the ankle. I can also do the opposite direction where I'm trying to push the ankle out. Of course, I can push down, or I could put the foot on the ground and just hold, lifting up on the toe. And I can also resist motion upwards, or what we would refer to as dorsiflexion. As we start to get more comfortable with that resistance and that strengthening, we can add motion in. So using something where we're getting some resistance, like an elastic tubing, I can then do resisted exercises where I'm forcing the ankle to go through the range of motion against resistance. Obviously, I can also go in. I can do the dorsiflexion where I'm pulling up. And I can also push down, obviously. Doing calf raises is an effective way of doing that. The strength starts coming back. We want to try and work on coordination and balance. Now, the first stage of doing coordination and balance would be just simply 1 foot standing. You want to have the knee slightly bent, use your toes to grab into the ground, and then try and focus on using the muscles around the ankle to help you balance and stand on 1 foot. You don't want to be looking down at the ground. I want to try and stand up in a nice tall posture. The next progression from that can be to close my eyes. Now, you want to make sure you don't fall, so you've got either a wall to hang on to or a chair next to you or something like that. But if I close my eyes, that just forces the balance to be a little bit harder, because now I'm forced to use the ankle muscles and the ligaments to sense where I am and try and control my position. But at that, again, we can make it harder. Adding soft sponge, you could just fold over a towel. I can go standing, starting again with my eyes open. But because the soft surface is much harder for my ankle to keep me balanced. And again, that can progress to doing it with the eyes closed. After that, a board or a balance board, we can train to try and maintain balance and control on a much less stable surface. And as you get good at maintaining that balance and control on less and less stable surfaces, then walking on the ground is easier and easier, and you're much less likely to roll your ankle again if you step on an uneven surface or if you slip on some ice, because now the muscles have engaged and are much better at reacting quickly. That's a basic run through of how to do an ankle rehabilitation. Certainly at the clinic, we can help you go through the whole process. And if you've got any questions, let us know.